Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jay.
Just smoke.
Hey, everybody, I'm Jay.
And I'm Jaimie.
And this is our realistic skull candle holder prop that we're going to be building in today's video.
This project is super easy to make. Anyone can do it. We're going to teach you how to take a plastic skull from the big box store and stain it so it looks old and nasty and gross. And then we're going to teach you how to securely attach a candle and make it look all drippy and cool.
This is definitely a project you can follow along at home with. You really just need some basic materials like a skull prop, some candles, and some super glue. It's very, very easy. We're starting with a plastic skull that we got from the store. There's tons of different types of these you can get from different stores, so find one that you really like. If the skull you're using has a removable jaw, we recommend taking that off because it'll be easier to work with. Our next step is we're going to take an oil-based wood stain and we're going to give the skull a deeper, more aged color. The important thing here is to apply lots of stain very liberally so that it gets in all the little cracks.
All right, we have full coverage. Now it's time to wipe it off. And you don't want to wipe it off uniformly all over. You want to leave some dark spots kind of here and there. Since this is an oil-based wood stain, it's going to take a little bit to dry. If you use it on wood, it usually takes about 24 hours, but since this is plastic and it's not soaking in, it's going to take even longer. So we're going to give it minimum 24 hours, maybe even 2 days. I think these look pretty good. We went ahead and did a few more.
Actually, technically, this one we did last year, and you could tell a little bit of it has kind of wiped off.
Shh, no one will ever know.
I think it'd be cool if they all look a little different, but also like, I think this looks way cooler and kind of scarier without the jaw.
It's definitely spookier.
We had quite a few candle options, so we spent a few minutes trying to figure out the best layout. We wanted each skull to look a little bit different so that we could create a composition of all three. Then we had to figure out how to get the candles to actually stick to the top of the skulls. Our first attempt was to use a heat gun to try to melt the bottom and then kind of stick it on. Okay. Next we tried holding the candle on the top in place and then kind of melting it around the sides with the heat gun.
If we could just get it to stick, we could use another candle to fill in the wax in the void.
This is probably one of those things where there's like a super obvious, easy way to do it that we don't know about, and that everyone will tell us in the comments like, hey,
You idiots.
why didn't you do this? Okay, I got a spoon. What if we heat up the spoon with the heat gun, and then we sort of like carve out like a dish?
You should probably have like a pot holder on or something. The whole spoon's gonna get hot.
That's not working at all. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a good idea, using the back of the spoon, which is round, to kind of shape out like a rounded area. That's actually working really well. Does wax stick to super glue?
Is it listed on the back of the...
I don't know, I tore all the labels off. In the end, the right technique ended up being using the back of a hot spoon to shape the bottom of the candle and then sticking it on with some super glue. We also took our time to make sure that it went on nice and straight. On the third candle, it had a tapered bottom, so we ended up drilling a small hole in the top of the skull and then just fitting it in that way. If you don't have a drill, you can easily repeat the spoon technique here instead.
I'll hold this sideways.
Okay, and then
And
I'll
you
just kind of do
can-
this type of thing?
Yeah, but like, don't burn me.
Super glue, for the record, is sticking the wax to the plastic, so.
Hooray!
This part worked really well. We're using the heat gun and we're melting wax from another candle in and around the edges to fill the gaps.
It worked!
A few minutes ago, it did not seem like this was gonna work so well, but there it is.
Yeah.
And awesome, so what's next?
Now we need to remelt some of the wax to make it look a little more artsy and like the candles have been burning for a long time.
Just arts it up.
Art it up.
This part we kind of made up as we went along, but with a combination of the heat gun, dripping wax around, and just letting the candles burn down a bit, we were able to make them look sufficiently awesome. As they say, the devil is in the details.